In the metals quadrant, taking a look at the December copper futures contract on a 3-session win streak right now, up 85 basis points on the highs, so a little bit more than 0.75% at 4,288. On the lows are actually down 1.35%. That was a low of 4.1945. Now looking at the settlement, we're actually going to be down 38 basis points or so, around 40 basis points, 0.4% versus yesterday's close. That 3-session streak that I'm actually referring to is versus the open. On the open today, copper was actually down 0.63% or 0.6%. So it rallied up from there, and that 3-session streak I'm referring to is versus the open, not versus yesterday's close. Matter of fact, since the September 21st lows, copper is actually up 5.4%. We are almost unchanged on the week now, still down a little bit less than 0.25%. China's part of the reason for this copper, I don't even want to call it a resurgence, more of a stabilizing. China is preparing for the Evergrande fallout. You've all heard that name at this point. Evergrande is the very large real estate conglomerate in China that's having some problems paying off their corporate debt and debt payments that are due. And China has told local governments, municipalities, to prepare for the storm from Evergrande, to protect jobs, to protect their local economies. But they are preparing for it, which gave speculators a little bit of an idea that China might actually come in some sort of bailout and protect the worst case scenario. We don't know if that's what's going to happen, but probably enough to cover shorts in copper. Remember, copper had been falling pretty precipitously prior to this 3-session streak higher that we're talking about now. And then also the dollar is weaker. The dollar's having its worst day since about August 23rd against all of the majors. And again, inverse relationship between metals and the US dollar. That's certainly helping copper go up off of its open this morning. And it's probably why we actually finished closer to unchanged, although still we were down near 0.4% versus yesterday's close, but up versus this morning's open in December copper.